Japan! What a great country to travel to. And the best part is you only need 3 things to make your time here an outstanding one. And here they are. The last one being the most important. I went to Japan for the first time in 2009 on my 22nd birthday. I was young, unexperienced and ready to take over the world, or at least Tokyo. And for the first time in my life when traveling, I had one thing that made it a fantastic journey. I had traveled before and usually then I would work a little bit, maybe borrow some money from friends, and then off I went. I paid for the flight, I paid for the hotel, and after that there was almost no money left. So that meant McDonald's €1 menu and not going out and nothing else. When going to Japan for the first time, I actually really focused, cut down any unnecessary cost, worked my ass off and also maxed out my credit card, and then went there with enough money, and it was absolutely different. Finally not having to consider all the time, will I have enough money for that, can I really afford that, and so on, but actually being able to just be there and enjoy. Now, what's enough money? That's of course hard to say, depends on your needs and what you want to do here. For me, I was here for 16 days and spent around €3,000 on everything. Flight, hotel, food, transportation, going out, and so on. Before first embarking to Japan, I would usually eat my food with this, a good old-fashioned fork. However, just before my first journey here, a couple of months earlier, my sister presented me this. Chopsticks. Not these actually, it was Korean chopsticks which are made of iron, but chopsticks nonetheless, and I tried using them. I made a bowl of rice and tried to eat it. I failed, but nonetheless I had a little bit of experience using these and a little bit of technique that would then help me here in Japan to bring the food from the plate into my mouth. And this is highly recommended because most likely you don't want to be the one person in the sushi store asking for a fork or eating your ramen with a fork and all that. So a little bit of experience with these comes a long way. It doesn't need to be perfect. It wasn't for me either. Probably did something like this or so. Also, somebody for some reason told me that chopsticks are used with the right hand, or maybe I read it on the internet. However, I'm actually left-handed and using them with the left hand is also okay. For me, since I've started with the right hand, I cannot use them with the left hand now, which is a little bit weird. And because of that, most people here don't know I'm left-handed, because you never see me write anything by hand and only see me eat with the chopsticks in my right hand. Obviously I'm right-handed now. That means right hand, left hand, both is totally okay. When I was first here, I was shocked to see how much more quiet it was. Of course there are blinking lights and electronic noises and so on, but the general volume of people speaking was lower. That then brought up the question to me, are the people here quieter or am I louder? And should I change? Am I too loud now? Or is it fine? Do I want to stand out? Should I stand out? A basic understanding that differences exist, of course, and they probably come from culture and not you are right and they are wrong, or you are right and they are weird, comes a long way. Understand that whatever you do, you can probably have a good time here. But if you really want to understand and dive deeper, you should be open enough to change your perspective and try to understand a Japanese person's standpoint. And also keep in mind that many things you might take for granted are actually not. Keeping an open mind is easier said than done and can be very exhausting. That being said, if you manage to do it just a couple of times, you gain a deeper insight into Japanese culture and will also gain much more joy from your trip to Japan.